Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning, and a direction where there is a lot more, there's longevity, long-term commitment. Okay. Underneath here, oh, well, you have the Knight of Pentacles that's apparently wanted to come up. So this is possibly somebody that's not necessarily sure they want to commit to something, but you have the Six of Pentacles on here too before this. So perhaps there is someone that was younger, or maybe an age difference thing. It could be that this was a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus that you're dealing with, or this is a lot of slow moving progress, but it was working towards making something more tangible. Perhaps there was even a period of time where there was a bit of procrastination, really a lot of looking closely at the details, perhaps because, you know, one didn't know whether or not they were open to commit, because there was, you know, there's a reason why the Knight of Pentacles popped out before the Six of Pentacles. Perhaps to explain why the Six of Pentacles even came out in the first place, which is talking about balance and things like that. So I think things got a little bit more under control. There was a lot of work, a lot of progress, a lot of, you know, it was slow, grueling, but it happened. Things straightened itself out, and now you have a new beginning to start to consult. Maybe there's an offer here that's even that's present right now. It's actually something that is going to require commitments, because it's going to last quite a long time. It's going to work towards it anyway. It's very practical, this new beginning. And this King of Pentacles that came up before with the Queen of Wands, somebody's willing to commit to you, Aries. I mean, they really are. They're really committed to you. They're feeling very grounded. And that's the thing. I feel like before they were on the fence, and now they're making it certain. They're probably just doing it by other means. They're probably working their behind off and trying to show that they're committed by being very practical, when in actuality they probably don't need to be that practical. Right? They probably need to just spend time with you. Now, anyway, in your current situation, you have the Six of Wands. Okay, which talks about effort, right? And success through your efforts. So there could have been something going on here where you guys have been busting your behinds, and y'all been seeing the progress, like, show for it, right? I really feel like you guys are being recognized for doing what you need to do, or doing what you've been doing, which is putting yourself out there. Okay, and I like that energy. I really do. I really feel like there is success here. Like, you guys are, feeling very proud of the actions that you guys have been taking. Okay. But as you see here in your desired outcome, you have the Hermit. Now, it could mean two things. Either you guys want to kind of take some time out and think things through, heal, take a look a little closer at what you need to look at, or within yourself. Because the Hermit looks for answers within himself, right? He answers questions that only he can answer. And this does require him to go out and look within himself. It's a very spiritual journey. This is a journey in which only one person can go. And for some of you guys, it could be that you guys want to retreat and return to the self, or hide out. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like you want to go within. I feel like you want to, heal. You want to hermit mode this, which is talking about going within and finding yourself. Okay. So the reason, or the thing that's keeping you guys from getting to this Hermit energy, is the Six of Swords. So the reason why I was really emphasizing the healing portion of the Hermit card, because the Six of Swords is a blockage, which talks about transitioning, which talks about moving forward, moving on. Okay, typically in the Rider-Waite and Rider-Waite card, it depicts two people, or three people, a child potentially, and two parents traveling and leaving their homes to a place where it's, somewhere else. But as you look underneath the boat, there's a lot of waves underneath the boat. It's a lot of turbulent water. And they're moving. The further they go out, the calmer the water is. So it's almost like there's something that's kind of like that needs to be released, or something that does require some sort of passage in regards to some sort of moving on sort of energy. But there's something here that hasn't been situated yet. Nothing has been moved on from yet. And I feel like it's because of this Page of Pentacles. Perhaps there's a need to want to move, or maybe if not moving, then there could be something in regards to this Page of Pentacles that is hard to move on from. Somebody may have offered you something that was long-term, steady, maybe even something in regards to like a serious, like a legacy building commitment. With the Page of Pentacles, that's truly what could totally happen, right? And then two, with the Page of Pentacles, may not even have been an offer. It could have been all the hard work that you've been doing, but it was temporary. But it's like there's something here that requires some sort of movement, but there's no movement. Your best path to follow is justice. Now, justice, again, it talks about balance, right? We talked about this underneath the Ace of Pentacles or the Six of Pentacles. So something that's, just something probably balances itself out. But I don't think it, with this justice coming up in your best path to follow, I'm starting to think maybe not, because maybe there's some things that need to be, obviously balanced, steadied, like settled rather, agreed upon. Now the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and Justice, to me, it could indicate here that this could be a marriage. Maybe it was a proposal, right? For some of you guys, it could be a divorce. But it could also be that there's something here that just needs to be hashed out. Some sort of karma that needs to play out. Some sort of just laying it out, just laying it cold and bare out there and say, what, this is what it is. Let's settle this. Okay. Because, just talks about, it can be apologies too. I don't know if there's something here that you may need to apologize for, or someone else does, before you can make even a move forward, right? Before, you can heal. Perhaps this is forgiveness here. Right? Perhaps there's something that needs to be forgiven from somebody. Maybe something within this connection, maybe there was, something that happened through that, right? Maybe there's this difficult period, and that difficult period was that grueling, boring process here with the Seven of Swords. Perhaps there's something that just needs to be forgiven. You know what I mean? Which is why you want the healing. You want to kind of take a step back and look within yourself. Find the courage that you need to move forward. Because right now there's something here that's like, that is definitely requiring some sort of healing. Like making amends of some sort. You have the Four of Swords in your feelings, Aries. Let's talk about not moving at all. Let's talk about taking a rest, self-reflection, looking within. Perhaps you ready to go on this journey on your own. Maybe you don't want to be in a situation with this individual anymore. Or maybe you do, but the situation is like, you still, it's still like you're at a resting period. It was just a lot to deal with. Maybe there's just a lot of back and forth. But either way, it's still something that hasn't been moved on from. Now, your hopes and fears is the Wheel of Fortune, which is a new opportunity. Like, you want a new opportunity. You want another opportunity because you have the experience and the knowledge now to go ahead and pursue it. Perhaps you want to take down this new opportunity. Perhaps you don't want another opportunity. Perhaps you want to just say, this will be the last time. You don't want this to be repeated. But but the Wheel of Fortune is such a great card. I feel like you may want to try something different, and try another chance, get another opportunity, and make it the best opportunity that you can. Why? Because you have the Ace of Wands in your outcome. We're just talking about a new beginning, and this is one that can indicate a rekindling of an old flame. Right? It can talk about getting back together with somebody. It doesn't mean it always does. It can mean that you want to start something new, something that's true to who you are, that resonates with your fire, your passions. It's a very creative new adventure. But one that screams passion. Passion. Because in the past, you had some seriously boring stuff that you had to go through. But it either could have been boring, could have been seriously tedious. You know what I mean? It could have just been like really like, it just could have been just like, ugh. But it's kind of like, if it almost feels like you haven't moved on from this. And that's what justice is coming up, because perhaps it's time. It's time to forgive what you've been through, to understand why you've been through it, and know that you can make the most out of the knowledge that you've gained from everything that you've been through. Putting that in the past, so that way you can have a new. Six of Swords to me has always been similar to death, making space for something else to come through, you know. And I feel like that's the same principle right now. A message in a bottle, like that. Okay. A message in a bottle can indicate too that, you know, there's going to be some things that, you know, you may not understand in the moment, but there's always a hidden meaning behind stuff. Everything happens for a reason. Synchronicities, dual numbers, music that you may hear that resonates with the situation that you're going through. You know, the message in a bottle, it talks about confirmation, looking for confirmation. But everything has its purpose. Okay. Now let me go ahead and see what's going on with your whispers of love. Wow, everybody's getting this. I mean, I can't remember who else got this. I think it was Capricorn. It was Virgo. But Aries, you have show simple acts of kindness. Whew. I think even Aquarius got this as well. There's a lot of folks that got this card this time around this week. Show yourself, or show simple acts of kindness. An act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. And it's looking very closely at what you've got going on around you. Is everything this bad? What about the work that you've been putting in? You're finally getting recognized for it. But there's some things that, you know, that were hard to go through that you haven't moved on from. Treat yourself, right? And I feel like it's okay to treat yourself by forgiving yourself, by forgiving the people that gave you the hard time. By making amends. Putting things to rest, balancing things out. Maybe you said some things, maybe the other person said some things that they shouldn't have. And it's okay to just say, you know what, it's in the past. I'm releasing this karma. And I'm gonna do what I need to do. Heal, right? Love on yourself. Give yourself some TLC. Enjoy the moment. But there's more than meets the eye with this. When the message in the bottle comes up, I feel like there's more than meets the eye. And at the same time, right, there's things around you right now that's going to confirm that you're in the place that you're meant to be. You already are one of those keys, but there's messages around you that will tell you that you're in the space that you're meant to be. So watch out for them. Be open to them. And I'm going to let y'all go this time.